Hello, hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
How is everybody doing today? Nice to see all your nice and shining, bright faces. Today we're going to change things around a little bit, and it's not going to be about Bigfoot today. It's going to
Which
be
I
about,
always enjoy.
it's going to be about some ghostesses.
Brenda, don't tell me you see a Bigfoot behind me either.
Not in my house.
Did you see that?
Hope not. Hope not.
Out
be in my
here,
house.
not in here.
Wow.
So,
Yes,
anyway,
ma'am.
today we are interviewing
You're pretty mine.
Randy's Adventures and Vlogs. And just before we get anything
You have
started,
to turn it down to the echo.
yeah, the echo is bad.
Turn down. It's down.
Okay.
All right, that's better.
Yes. I can't hear myself. Okay, let's try this all over again. Hello, everybody that's coming in. One thing, Deb, Live, aka Daniel. Doris, hi. Ron, how you doing? Okay. That echo was bad, Jack.
I don't have it. Let's see. Let's try this.
And my spare phone's off, guys. So
What about now?
Let me see. It's echoing back.
I don't hear it.
Okay, let's try. So I'm gonna turn my mic on.
Do you have YouTube out with your StreamYards up? Exit out of YouTube, but don't exit out of your StreamYard.
Can I go to StreamYard?
No.
Why can't I get in there?
Who do you guys say right there?
See, I don't hear anybody echoing now. Except for myself.
Yeah, I don't hear an echo.
Okay, what about now?
Perfect.
Okay.
Did you close
So-
YouTube out?
I don't know how do you close YouTube out?
With X?
I'm not showing. It's not showing YouTube.
Then it's probably gone. Yeah, it is on your end. I can hear it on your end. It's not really bad though.
Okay, so let's. It's on Brenda's end, is what Doris is saying. How do you exit out of YouTube? No, YouTube
When you
never.
pull up YouTube, you just went right to StreamYards?
Yeah.
Because I went to Twitter and I pulled mine up through that way. I didn't even touch YouTube.
Well,
Because Babe always sets mine up. But anyways, let's get this started. This is Randy's Adventures Vlogs, everybody. He is a ghost hunter. And we'll say a YouTuber. And so what I want you to do, Randy, is tell everybody about your channel.
all right. Well, I got started about a year ago. After I noticed that I got my dog, I had her for about a year, and she was quite entertaining. So I started talking to a friend of mine out here on YouTube about making a channel, doing something like that, recording my dogs. And the advice I got was go for it. So I went ahead and started, and then I kind of figured, also thought, might as well, I like to go poke around in places that are abandoned, so might as well, I have my phone with me, let's take pictures of it. Let's film it. And when it comes to the haunted places around here, it's all by hearsay. So I usually have to figure it out usually by myself.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Jax, it's coming. It's feeding back from yours.
What?
It's feeding back from yours. Did you have your phone on?
I don't have anything on.
Because I can still hear it when he's talking. I can hear it when I'm talking.
What about now?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? I don't hear an echo. Or else I'd hear it on my end.
Everybody's saying echo, 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 echo.
Yeah,
I don't hear it now. I don't hear it on my end. I don't know if you hear it.
We're getting a thumbs up, so maybe it's better. Okay, Randy, I'm sorry. Randy, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I've always been interested in the paranormal ever since I was a kid. I've had experiences when I was a kid. Ever since my real father passed away, and it just got stronger and stronger. My mother was in tune with that side. I was, and my one sister was younger. And that's how I can kind of usually tell that difference when I walk into a place that says it's haunted. You get that kind of uneasy, sick feeling, dizziness sometimes. And then I know, okay, let's wait and see what happens.
Yeah, that echo is bad. I can't figure out where it's coming from. That echo is really bad. Okay, it stopped now. Talk, Randy.
Huh. Is it possibly me?
It stopped when Jax, turn your mic off again. Now talk, Randy.
Okay, how about now?
No echo.
Is that better? Yeah, I don't hear no echo, huh?
There's no echo.
Wow. It might be her side.
I think it's that she's got a Bluetooth and stuff, I think, hooked up to it. I think's what's going on. Might have something open. Is YouTube chat open? Do you have YouTube chat open?
Yeah, no.
Hey, Bat Rican.
Now YouTube's open.
Yeah, but it's not on mine.
Okay.
Close yours down for a minute. You still hear an echo?
Not from you, Jax.
All right. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, maybe when she came back up, it could be possibly.
I don't think that's what it is. Let's see.
Cool.
Do you want me to come out and come back in again, see if that works?
Yeah, try that.
All right, hold up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hear any echoing anymore, guys.
No, I don't either. But go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Okay, well, but anyway, so since my family, my grandmother's had it, and I got into paranormal investigating probably 5 to 8 years ago from a group in the Panhandle, Texas, and once I started getting into that, I wanted to go to it even further, and then I had a real creepy, should I say, experience. It blew my mind. It scared the living daylights out of me, and I decided I was going to back off from it for quite a while. And then just recently, since I've started this channel, I started hearing things again, started to notice things moving around again, and I said, well, obviously it's that time again. Let's start back into it slow, and let's start filming it, and that's what I've done. And I want to share the things I've experienced. My channel is also little stories of what my dog thinks about, say like what a dog would think in her daily activities. Me just you know, going around town, sharing my day with, you know, everybody out here. Um, I'm pretty much by myself, except with my dog Dakota, and I consider everybody out here like my family, and I just want to share my day with, well, whoever will listen. And I'm glad of all the people who do. It's wonderful.
Right. That's right. So, tell me about your most scariest situation while you've been back out on the field or before.
Well, I would have to say, my scariest would definitely have to be right before when I first had a real bad experience. I was with this group from Paranormal Team, and they were showing me the ropes, and we were getting ready to close the place out, and we were doing the last sweep, and the guy I was with that kind of thought it'd be funny. He said, "Hey, Randy, you know, come along with us instead of watching the cameras and listening to everything." So I decided to join him, and when I did, he made a comment. Hey, if you know we're getting ready to leave here, is there anything you'd like last to say or do? If so, touch my friend behind me. And I was behind him. He was talking about me. And I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, guys. And then all of a sudden, it got real cold. My body went numb. And the next thing I know, I'm flying across the room and getting slammed across the wall and landed flat on my butt. And I could not move at all. I couldn't talk. I couldn't yell. I couldn't even hardly think. I was just flabbergasted at what just happened. I just got kind of picked up and tossed towards the wall. And everybody just freaked out. And that was the time when I said, okay, I think now is, yeah, I think I've gotten into it way too quick, way too deep. And then that's when I took a break. And now I'll have to say probably my closest one is the video I have out on my channel now. I had to make it a two-parter. But the first part's okay, but I will say viewers' discretion is advised for the second half. But everything just started popping, you know. Brenda, I tell you, I was getting faces in the window. I was getting footsteps in the hallway, in the kitchen, bangings. The door starts moving on me. Warm and cold places, I mean, throughout what I was doing and where I was sitting. Before I left, I heard a noise coming out of a female's voice, and I'm not sure, but I have to go over it again and again, but it looks like I caught possibly a shadow peeking out from behind the doorstep leading down to the type other home underneath this home. I'm not sure, but I'll have to look at it again. But then that's right there's when I started to feel sick, dizzy, and I fell down. I sat on my butt and leaned up against the pole, but then I can't how you can explain it. A lot of people's probably explain it. I felt like pressure on my legs, and it was working its way up, and I couldn't move. And I had that same feeling again. I couldn't yell, I couldn't talk, I couldn't move, I couldn't do nothing. And for I'd say maybe 15 to maybe 30 seconds at most, for some reason it let go of me, and I got up, and well, you'll see. I ran out of there like if I could scream like a little girl, I would have, but just nothing was going to come out except, you know what? F this. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm gone. Nope. I'm done. I'm leaving. And yeah. And it tried to hold me back. It tried to keep me in that kitchen area. And I was just thinking, come on, legs, don't fail me now. I would say that was about the closest, scariest experience I've had since I've been back and before I left.
Okay, so tell me what really truly, like, how would I word this? I'm lost for words here. Tell me how.
I do that to people.
It's like, it's like I get dumbfounded. I know what I want to ask you, and then it's like my mind goes, Jax, help me out if you can. Ask him a question if you have one.
Or like, okay, so my mic would go up. Okay, there we go. So that was your first paranormal experience?
Yes, working with this team that I was working with in the out in the Panhandle of Texas was my very first one.
And it got you wanting to do more, right?
Yeah, I did want more, but probably not at that extreme right off the bat. So, but I
Well,
did
you
miss
jumped
it.
into the deep end. You already jumped into the deep end, so everything's clear. Now everything's clear sailing. Now you know what to do.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think after this last video, I'm going to be a lot more aware. I'm going to approach it a little more differently, and like we all say, gotta learn how to keep a little calmer when things start going crazy around you. Yeah.
Look, stuff happens in my house, and I'm still like, what? I still like, I mean, sometimes like I'll go, it'll scare me still, even though I know there's stuff in my house. Still, I'll see something go, you jump or you jerk or you go. Especially if I'm by myself, I'll go, what was that? I'm like, I'm talking to nobody. And I'm like, where do you know what was that? I'm like, wait, nobody's here. I'm alone.
Right.
It's
and then okay, please go ahead. Sorry.
It's a feel to be in. Like I've had him. I've lived with him my whole life. I've always had spirits in my house since I was a little girl. I thought it was weird because I could see them.
I always thought it was an imaginary friend. that mom could never see when she was around. So yeah.
It's like
I come to learn later on years it wasn't like that.
No, my mom said, sure, Jack, sure you see him. I'm like, you don't see that. She's like, sure. Then one day she was sitting on the couch and she saw the corner of her eye. I'm like, you saw that, right? She goes, shit, you have been seeing him. I went,
I've been telling you.
As I was saying, seeing is believing.
So now she knows. Now she sees him. Now she, now she's like, Jax, I don't know why I didn't believe you. I'm like, I don't either.
Yes.
I was crazy, I guess. But she goes, who are you talking to? I'm like, a person. Don't you see the person? They're like, she's like, no. You hear them? I'm like, well, if I'm talking to them, I can kind of hear them. So yeah. She goes, well, tell them something for me. I said, you tell them. They're right there. They can hear you. And so now when she hears, I don't know if she's like opened herself up to it, but she hears more now than she used to. It's like she's got something. She tells me there's something in my brother's house. They just built the home. So I don't know if it's the land that they're on or something, but she goes, Jack, someone's in the house. I said, well, ask me what it wants. She goes, how do I do that? I say, what do you want? No special way to do it. You just got to ask them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had some help from Brenda here. I had some things follow me home from a graveyard video. I've had a lot of people say, there was so many spirits that wanted to talk on my microphone that it made it just all distorted and it sounded real bad. But what everyone did catch but for a long story short on that, I'm grateful for Brenda here because I played a spirit box on a live on a live show, and her husband came up and she came up and started asking questions, and it started answering like this. And she goes, "Oh boy." And but things have been a lot coming.
Brenda does that with me and Billy. She does that with me and Billy. Billy and I like feed off each other, and Brenda will go, What? Billy and I'll just talk about before she and she'll go, hey, that's what Billy said. I said, I know, because that's what I told him. And she goes, wait a minute. She goes, you didn't tell him. I said, didn't I tell him? I know I told him.
Yes.
But I told him, but didn't tell him. Like I was talking to him the other night, he goes, that's what I'm saying, Jax. That's what I'm saying. And Brenda's like, you guys go.
Yeah, true. But Brenda, I'll tell you, that I do enjoy the abandoned places. Here soon, as soon as this weather lets up here a little bit here, it's been raining for the past couple of days and over 100. Not fun. And can't get my phone wet, because I get the phone wet, then guess what? I can't make the video, so I have to wait. But I will be getting out there. I'll be making some more abandoned places. I found some more here in town, and I found a few more haunted places. homes. So, but hopefully not as bad as this last one that I was at. But I also said I also found out that when I looked up about this house that I was at in my last 2-part video, I kind of found out it was part of the railroad smuggling people who live there. And there's a tunnel that's like an archway that's sealed up from the downstairs home. And I come to learn from the old maps in the library, there was a tunnel built from that house straight over to the railroad, to the old railroad tracks that I've also done a video at. And that's where when the workers wanted to ditch and leave, they would go through the tunnel underneath the railroad tracks straight to that home. And there was a lot of people who died trying to make it there.
That's
people
where all
have
the
been shot from yeah. So and I think that's what wigged me out more when I found that out after what happened to me there. And I was just like, wow. And it's amazing. I wish I would have read it before, but you know what? I'd have to say it scared the living daylights out of me, but I'm glad it happened to me because it got all my senses working again.
You know,
so when
one thing I do
something like that.
Okay, one thing I do want to say to you is
Yes, ma'am.
you know, you went, I think it was a graveyard you went to that me and my husband helped you out with. The one where you got that attachment from that tree.
Yes.
That one right there was that was an amazing investigation, Randy. You did an amazing job on that investigation. And it had me and Billy both like sitting here back and forth, like what in the world we were trying to figure it out. I mean, you know, and we were seeing something was hiding back in your hallway when you were on that live that night. You could see the face pop in and out, and we were telling you you've got a face there. It's watching you. So you I don't know how you brought home that night from that place, but you brought home more than one.
The little girl still hangs around. I hear her once in a blue moon, but not as often. But I think that other one, that real bad one, I spent about an hour there. I didn't have enough time on my phone to record the whole thing, and I wish I would have. But everything got calm after I did what I said, took my holy water with me, and hopefully returned it in the tree. That whole area got calm, and the temperature went back to normal. So, and I'll tell you, it's I have once in a while people say, you know, hey, things are moving over in that bathroom, that dark area over there, and I'll tell them yes, and I don't mind, and I know they're there. I also think that a lot of the times when I catch things here in my kitchen here at home, I think I would say a good 80% of it's probably residual, because I've come to find out that there's this place here has been. This apartment building's been here since the 1920s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of elderly people who's passed away on the property, so the property has history of itself. And I think that, like I said, most of it's residual. But when I come back from places, especially that graveyard one, but I tell you, yeah, that one, that stirred up a lot of things around here. And with y'all's help, I got rid of the major one I needed to, and I will thank you.
Okay, so I will before I ask you anything else, or Jax ask you anything else, Miss Ruth Mantrip has been trying to say hi to you. She said to send her love to you.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Ruthie. How you doing, girl? I don't have the chat thing on my other phone, so that's why I was just waiting, you know, to say if anyone want to ask a question or something. I mean, how about you, Jax? I mean, my channel is I would say half adult content and half children content with my dog Dakota, and she has a lot of fun in front of the camera.
I put my grandkids on, but I do like when I post my videos, I put like 18 and up, because some things, you know, because that's why he says, because it's dangerous. No, because I don't want kids watching. Sometimes, you know, I'm not so elegant with my talk. Sometimes I say the F word. Sometimes Jason says the F word. So I don't want kids
I'm guilty. Believe me, I'm guilty.
There's always something wrong with Ron. I have to point that out in chat. There's always something wrong with you,
Yes.
Ron. I love you, brother, but there's always something wrong with you.
Yes.
I put like my grandkids on. They'll do something fun, or they'll catch a moment doing something. And look, you never have those moments forever. And you get them on film. It's no, but I have a lot that I have to put up. I have a lot I have to edit. I have some stuff that I've shown Brendan, I've shown Billy that I cannot explain. Just some weird stuff happened in my house, and I cannot explain it at all. I've watched it over and over and over again. Other than it is what it is. I'm gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up. You know what I'm talking about, Brendan, in my house on the couch. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it out and let people decide what they saw. What they think they saw. And then I don't try to put so much. That's Quinn. I try not to put so much. Like if I play the spirit box, I kind of let it play and I don't talk so that other people can hear it. Because I know what's in my house, but I think it's fun for other people to leave comments and say, "Hey Jax, I heard this," or "Hey Jax, I heard that," or "I saw this, I saw that." Lately, I've been getting, turn it down, Daniel. I've been getting fingerprints on my refrigerator, and I'm OCD with my refrigerator, so I clean it up every night, and it's stainless steel, and I get little handprints. And then my friend, you know, through the veil, Nicole, right? Mm-hmm. I said, Nicole, explain this. She goes, "Someone's playing tricks. Someone's playing tricks." So, I mean, they're here. They're allowed here. They're welcomed here. I don't, you know, I don't have any negative here, thank gosh.
Right.
But Doris, I left a camera on, and that's a lot of footage to have to go through. And interestingly enough, okay, I caught some stuff in that footage. We're watching, and we hear this beep, 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 and I'm going, what in my house does that? The microwave. They were hitting the microwave in sequences. It sounded like Morse code.
Oh wow!
Now my uncle that lives here,
I wouldn't put it past.
He was military.
Hmm?
He was in the military like in the 40s. And it was because I walked around. I said, Jason, what is making that beeping noise? So I went to I went to everything that make noise, and I tapped the buttons on the microwave, and that's what it was. Exactly what it was. It was a microwave.
Wow.
So I've got my son is still like making little, you know, because it's a very long video. It's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. But in the 4 or 5 hours, we caught some things. We're just trying to clip it down to make it shorter.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
Turn it down, Danny.
That's crazy.
But I get interesting stuff happening once in a while. Like things will just fall. Things will fall. I'm telling you, I go in the grocery store. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm going there, and things just fall off the shelf in front of me 3 times. I'm walking.
Ours here in town is haunted. Yeah.
Safeway is haunted. I'm telling you.
Right.
Well, I'm walking down the bread and this guy's walking towards me. He's breaking his off. The guy picks it up. I said, "You saw that, right?" He goes, "I saw that. I didn't touch it."
They walk down the aisle with your card out and go, "Okay, fill it up for me." They start seeing things swinging in the basket. Hey, there you go. Thank you.
Don't fly out.
Hey, put them to work.
We were going down the snack aisle and a box of Twinkies flew out in front of us. I'm like, what in the Sam hell's going on here? I didn't pick it up. I just kept on walking. I'm like, that. No, I ain't bringing that home with me. No, move it. Not that box of Twinkies. Maybe another one.
Yeah, I've seen cans come flying over from the other side.
We ain't giving Twinkies. You know,
I don't have my camera.
Every time I go to Safeway.
Go figure.
But yeah, I set up a camera, so I got to go through it. I did set up a camera, so I got to go through it. And I just, I always have something moving in my house. But it's interesting. But you know, I would say the spirits are not monkeys. They don't, you know, they don't play on command. You know, it's when you're not recording.
Always
is when they do something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm Brenda. I know you know about that.
Yes, I do.
I've seen a lot of your videos where you come back and go, "Sorry about that, y'all," but We didn't think that was going to happen, and sure enough, so we turned our camera off, bam, and I couldn't get it turned back on fast enough. I was like,
I'll turn the camera off of my doll and the damn lights go off. I'm like, why couldn't you do it 5 seconds ago? And the lights will keep going off. I'm like, you don't forget, we're not filming you right now. You right now. You had a chance. The ball just go off.
Was I born in 2014?
Yes, but
I can tell you. Let me tell you about my situation. But since Doris is asking this question, this is what happened to me. So I was sitting in my front room one day, and Billy was in here in the bedroom. And this is like probably like a little bit after we moved in this house. And I seen something out of the corner of my eye. I swear to God, it was Billy. It felt like it was Billy. And when I had to look over to it, it was gone. It was completely gone.
Oh, wow.
What I seen was a tall man, looked like Billy, out the corner of my eyes now, but he was wearing blue jeans, a blue shirt, and a pair of suspenders. And it was a male.
Wow.
Looked real as you and me both. And I was like, babe, have you been standing there the whole time? Did you come in and leave? He said, no, it wasn't me. And I'm sitting here like, whoa. Well, then I seen what I seen then. And I'm thinking that it was the owner that used to own this house before he passed away.
Wow. Well, I know there was an elderly African American lady that passed away the apartment below me 2 years before I moved in, and but I've come to recognize and know who that one is. It makes a lot of noise in the bathroom, and she passed away in her chair in the living room, and that was the only part of furniture she had, so she was very close to the bathroom. So I kind of just chalk it up as that's a residual type deal. So it's harmless, and that's it. I've gotten used to it. And you know, I honestly have to say, everyone, it is scary to say when you start getting used to stuff like this. It kind of is. I guess you start to become numb to it, like where unless something like really drastic, like the table stands up and floats about a foot or two off the floor, then you're not going to be phased over it. It's amazing. But do we just get to the point where we expect it, so we're already ready for it? So when it happens, we're not shocked and surprised, like people who don't experience stuff like that.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, as far as like scariest things for me, I can honestly say the scariest thing for me was when we went to the Devil's Tramping Ground. It used to be.
I saw that.
It used to be St. Barnabas, but after we went to the Devil's Tramping Ground, that changed my whole outlook on ghosts. My whole outlook. It wasn't just ghost out there. Bigfoot was out there too. So, and it's completely dark. What's around us is completely dark. You can't see nothing out there. And plus all the negative spirits and probably demons out there too. It had me.
I'm sure.
I keep telling everybody I was so scared that I started singing church hymns. I was ready to leave probably within 10, 15 minutes of us starting that investigation. Because
I blame you.
The way I felt that night, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. I mean, the hell up out of here. And then I ended up getting an attachment. I ended up getting an attachment from that place by a witch, and had me under the weather for a couple of weeks because, you know, and an exorcism was done on me that I don't think was done right. So I still suffered from it, and I still to this day I still remember everything that happened. I haven't forgot it. So I still suffer from it a little bit, but that's the scariest thing, that scariest investigation that me and Billy has ever been to. And I've already made it clear I will never go back there ever, not unless it's during the day. I mean, or babe drags me there, like, babe, you know, we got to go because, you know, the South Cats want to go out to the tramping ground too, and we did say that we would go out there with them, but I already know what the hell's that place is about. So if I do have to go back out there, I'm going with extra protection this time because I know what's out there.
Yeah,
I do.
You do have one of these, don't you? Okay. Well, that's just one step of a shield. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I always want to make sure that I was even wearing mine on that last experience I had at this house. And I'm saying the same thing about this place. I'll never go back. I might, but I won't go in. I'll stand outside and let my friends go film in there, do whatever, go look around. But when I had to go back to that place because somehow my knife fell out of my sheath. It got unsnapped. Don't know how it could have, but it did. But when I went back and I walked through the front door to go look for it the following day, as soon as the door opened, I got that wave of sickness, dizziness, nausea, and I said, nope, I gotta find it. I gotta find it before somebody else does.
Right.
And when I did, it was in the back room where I was sitting. And I wish I would have filmed it. I wish I would have filmed it, but I didn't have time, didn't care. Just I had, you have to believe me or not, it's going to be fine. But my knife slightly pivoted and turned my direction, blade first. I went over and stepped on it, grabbed it, picked it up, and ran back out and said, I will not come back again. Thank you. I will not disturb you ever again. And I said, I may go back, but I'll be on the street. I don't think I'll be going back in that house. We have some bad blood in that house, and I don't want to know if it's going to get gentler or meaner, or if not possibly follow me home and start that here. Because the spirits I have here, they don't open cabinets. They don't knock things over. Once in a while, they'll get my attention and they'll scoot something on my coffee table, just enough for me to see. And then I'll start talking, and then after that, when the feeling goes away, it comes, and then they stop. I just treat them as if they were actually still alive. So
It's kind of like,
I mean, they're there. I mean, you're there. You have to treat them with a certain level of respect. They're there. I mean,
Yes.
Well,
they were definitely here before me.
They're there. Don't ignore them. I'm just, I say good morning. I say good night. Same thing happened to me when you were talking about Billy. I was at the kitchen. I was cooking, and I had the grandkids over, and I said to Jason, "There goes Quinn running right past me." He goes, "That one Quinn." I said, "Wait a minute, one Quinn. Look, it was Quinn." He goes, "No, it was Quinn's bundled up in the bed. It was a little boy." So I said, okay, about my grandson's height. So I'm sitting there talking to my sister, sitting on my couch, and then I finally see him peek around my couch and look at me and then run back down my hallway.
Oh, man.
So we have a little boy in the house.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
He's cute he's cute as he's got little blonde hair. He's adorable, but he's very shy. He just peeked on the couch and went by nodded. My sister's like, was he just behind me? I'm like, she's one of those people that hears it but don't want to believe it, because then she'd have to deal with it. Like, yeah, she'll say, did you I'll say, did you hear that? She'll go, oh, hear what? I'm like, don't tell me you didn't hear that, because I know you heard it. No, I didn't hear anything. She's one of the ones that if she hears it, then she's got to, like, she knows spirits are real. She's not ready to go down that road. No. She goes, Jax, that's for you. She goes, I see what you do. I see how you talk to them. And she goes, you talk to them like they're still here. I said, well, that's grandma right there. If you want me not to talk to her, I'll get a ghost slap. I don't want one of those. No. Yes, I can hear my grandma. I've heard people that online heard my grandma. We were going to interview somebody, and I heard my grandma go, no. I heard my grandma go, no. And Eli heard it, and he goes, who was that? I'm like, that was my Nana. He goes, but your Nana's passed. I said, oh, so we're not interviewing that person. No. She's a no. No.
Yeah.
You don't talk back to your grandma. Get slapped.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. As anyone here, I mean, I'm not trying to outdo anything, but I mean, for my experience of dealing with the paranormal, I have come home from a place. Now, this is before I started my YouTube channel, but I'm thinking about going back. It's called the old Spanish mansion out here. It's probably about a mile or two from where I'm at. And when I went there, I did like a little test. You know, I was doing my own little digital voice recording stuff like that. But like I said, I didn't get my channel started yet. But I will go back. And I lit a cigarette. There was no wind. It was on the inside of the mansion. And I said, if there's anyone here, do me a favor and take a hit. Well, that cherry lit up on that cigarette so bright, I didn't hang around to see if there was smoke to come out of blank air. I wasn't going to hang around. But when I got back, I had a bruise on my earlobe and like a handprint across my face, and it felt like it looked like I got slapped. And I didn't have it when I went there, but I had it when I came home from there. So yeah, that was a little bit of an eye awakener too. That'll open your eyes a little. Don't.
Okay,
and I'm
so
sorry, Brenda, but I must say,
where do you
being
live at?
followed by Bigfoot.
Where do you live at?
Bigfoot, that's more creepier.
What state?
I live in the northwest
What state
area
do you
of
live
Northwest Oklahoma. Northwest Oklahoma area.
Okay.
Yeah, where there are trees and
there's
mountains
a Spanish
and stuff up there.
mission. There's a Spanish mission in California. Same things happen there. I've been there twice, and it's old though. It's very old.
This place is too. But yes, Brenda. As you were going to say, maybe.
I don't even remember now. Okay, I do. Okay, so I gotta tell you guys about another one of my situations. This was like back in I want to say 2008, 2009. I had just split up with my husband or whatever, so I ended up moving to this trailer back behind some of my friends, and the girl's father had passed away in the trailer, and I knew it. But back then I wasn't like real big on ghosts. I didn't want nothing to do with them or whatever. But I had to be at work in North Carolina at 3 o'clock the next morning. So I went to bed really early. I went to bed like 7, 8 o'clock at night so I could get a few hours of sleep. I got awoke by something cold kissing my cheek. I opened up my eyes and there was nothing there. I got up.
Wow.
I got up and ran across the way to talk to my friends to tell them what had just happened.
Telling you it's not alive until Jax disappears.
Right.
I do it all the time. I disappeared and came back. She goes, "Doll, don't worry about it. That's just Daddy." I don't care who it is.
Right, yeah.
In the house, and he woke me up. I felt him. Mm-hmm. Now they say whenever a ghost appears in a house, whatever, they have to suck the energy in order to make its appearance. Now he was very strong in this house. He was very strong in this house. I mean, to the point to where whenever he was around, I could smell him. I couldn't see him.
Wow.
But I could smell him. But he woke me up. He woke me up that morning by kissing me on my cheek. And he used to do that to me all the time because he considered me like one of his youngins. Before, whenever he, I would go to leave, he would either kiss me on my cheek or he would kiss me on my forehead. And I felt a kiss on my cheek.
That is cool. Hey, at least definitely that he's still looking out for you. It's still creepy though when it woke you up, but yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Hey, what are you doing? That would get me too. Luckily, I haven't had anything or felt anything like that around here yet. Just little cold spots. Hearing things, when I'm walking through the house. Sometimes I have to decide, am I going to answer back or I just leave it alone? I wait till it answers me twice. And then if it asks me 2 times, then all right, I guess I'm going to have to answer. Otherwise, I just let it do its thing. It's okay. And after watching you guys, Brenda, and the South Cats and a few other YouTubers. That's when I kind of started to, I'm gonna, from Yu-Gi-Oh to everybody else and you guys. I figured, I won't count most of my channel being urban exploring and the unknown, the paranormal.
Right.
And now that I have, I guess you would say, a welcome back present in one certain type of house. I'm ready. I think I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm just gonna need to gather my thoughts, get my act together, and I'll be coming out with some more. I'm still going back to the old railroad tracks at night. I have not done that yet, but I will. Yes. I'm taking that one back because I want to try to find out why I was getting so much static electricity when there was no electricity at all anywhere around those tracks.
The energy.
It had to have been, yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with. And and for a spirit to keep turning my camera off up on the tracks, the only thing I come up with is it did not want to be seen or it did not want to be heard. And I can respect that. I can respect that to its fullest. Absolutely. But maybe if I go out and come back at night, maybe it'll be a little more open. And maybe if I don't come so close. I can always get closer by zooming in on the camera. I can get close. Right. I don't physically have to come close. And maybe I'll get some responses then. Hopefully some rather non-violent responses, I'm hoping. Because I will be up there all by myself. So
it's not easy to get them to do what they do. They get them to do, but I mean, sometimes they're just going about the day and they're like, yo, I don't got time to sit and be recorded. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
They're doing doing them, I'm doing me. And it's like, they're like, look, you had all, I could sit and hold put a digital recorder down, but would I get anything? Maybe, possibly. But it could take me hours through it to get a voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like you're gonna walk in and go, okay, folks, I'm here. Go ahead, chat it up. No, doesn't happen like that, unfortunately. So I definitely have to let everybody know it doesn't happen like that. I was the same way when I did that railroad track video. I was up there for 2 hours. I was up there for 2 hours, and I only think it was only like a 20-minute video that I got out of 2 hours. I was basically. Oh, hang on, just good Lord. Turn down. Thank you. I sat up there for a while and got nothing until all of a sudden, I guess it got tired of me being up there and wanted to start turning my camera off, saying, "All right, we're done up here." So, and I continued down below the railroad tracks and finish that video out. So I'm looking forward to going back there at night as well.
Okay.
So I have a few other places. And I'm gonna do the other half of the graveyard.
Stay away from that tree. Stay away from that tree. Please stay away from that tree.
Yeah, that's on the first. Yeah, on the other side, there's no tree like that, so I promise. I promise. I don't need anything else crawling through that tree. But, definitely.
Is there a place that you absolutely want to go and investigate, like anywhere in this world?
Anywhere in this world. I would only have to say I would probably like to go out to the I can't remember. I know it's out in Spain. The old Spanish the old homes used to be built in the mountains. The tunnels through the mountains. I can't remember exactly what the name of that place is, but I've heard a lot about it. I've heard that it's quite creepy. It's very haunted out there. There's a lot of things, apparitions you see during the day, even more at night. I'd love to be able to go there. Just to be able to put something on my resume, I guess you could say. But also, the curiosity gets the best of me, and I'd love to be able to go out there and go take a look around with friends, of course.
Oh yeah,
with
not
friends,
alone.
of course.
Not alone.
No, not out somewhere like that. But yeah,
There is. I'm gonna tell you. There is a place that I absolutely want to go and do. I mean, I had seen like read about this house, read about this place or whatever, but you guys can Google it. It's called the Mordecai House, and it's here in North Carolina. Mordecai House.
I've heard of that place. I used to have an app on my phone where it showed all the registered and actual haunted places throughout the United States or whatever the state you were in. I have to put that out. I have to put that app back on my phone, but that name sounds very familiar. Very familiar.
They say,
and I'd love to go out there.
They say that house is not no joke. They say it's not no joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good little ways from us, but I'm willing to make that travel. I really honestly am, because I cannot wait to dig into that house and see what we get. They say it's supposed to be creepy as I don't know what. So we'll find out.
Right. Well, I mean, that would be that. Now, like for me, that would be a place like I would love to spend like 3 or 4 days, and then put everything together when you go to edit it or something, or you can make it like a 3-day or 4-part type hour series, or half-hour series. I would love to be able to do that, and just have a blast, because like everyone says, we've all said that you can go into a place that's known to be haunted and be there for 2 days and nothing's going to happen, but that 3rd day right before you leave, man, everything starts jumping. And you're like, all right, you know what? No, we're not leaving yet. Nope. Hold up. We're waiting for this. And, but yeah, I'd love to spend, 3 or 4 days in a place like that. Maybe not sleep inside it, but go back, investigate, a couple of days in a row. I'd love to do that. Absolutely.
What about the Amityville? Have you ever thought about wanting to investigate the Amityville house?
The Amityville house. It's crossed my mind a couple times. I've seen a lot of it on YouTube, documentaries about it. Other YouTubers go in there and investigate it. Well-known travel channels, paranormal investigators. I've seen them going. I think it would be interesting if I ever got a shot. I definitely would not. I wouldn't. What is the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't reject going. I would be packing a bag and say, let's go. Right. Absolutely. I've heard so much about that old place. I would also love to go visit the old original Exorcist house. I would love to go there too. I would love to go there too. I've heard a lot of crazy things about that place.
The Conjuring house is something wicked too.
I'm just starting to watch things about that place. So and it does look very inviting. It looks very inviting. But again, not to go by myself though. I definitely go friends, a group of people, and see, at least this way, when you do bring friends with you, or your loved ones, or the people who you go out and do this with a lot. It's nice to know whenever another person sees what you just saw, so it validates what you just saw. So this way, you don't think I'm not losing it.
Right.
Good. You should see that, right? So you have validation, and that helps, especially when you get more than like 3 people to see the same thing, or the same thing in different places. It validates everything that what you're doing and what you're filming and what you're trying to. I wouldn't say prove, but just show people, hey, this side actually exists. There's something there. And I said in one of my videos, I think it was one of my last ones, my little walk or something like that. I think I did and I don't want to make nobody upset here, but I was just kind of thinking and babbling at the time, and I was thinking, I mean, for the people who, I wouldn't say religious, but those who read the book, I know there's a place there that it did state, that all the souls shall remain here until Judgment Day. So that kind of crossed my mind, and I'm thinking, so why wouldn't there be spirits that are frustrated, or have things to finish, or have things to say before that Day of Judgment comes? So yes, there would be something else with us among the living that is still in this. it was just a thought. So please, I don't want nobody to get mad at me, but it is something to ponder on, though.
Yeah,
So it
it
really
really is.
is.
I mean, you're welcome, Flat Rock. I mean, my thing is with ghosts is, who really knows what the other side is like? You don't really know what the other side is
Mm.
like until, you go to be on that other side. You hear a
Yes,
bunch of
yes,
different stories from people saying, well, it should be like this, it should be like that. You got that golden gate that you're going to be going to, but how
right,
do we
right,
really, really know until we go to be
right.
that way? And,
Well, yeah, exactly.
with us investigators going out there and, talking to the ghosts and finding out the stories, how in the world
Did you like go out?
it did.
Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
it is. Look at that.
That was
Yeah.
weird. Okay, now I got something messing with me. But I mean, when it comes to the ghost, when it comes to the ghost, we're trying to find out from them how they passed away and
Yes,
how
yes.
and what their life was like, whatever. We can't always get straight answers from these from spirits. Spirits are just like
Mm-hmm.
people. They lie too. They lie too. They don't
Yeah, the
always say the truth.
pranksters, jokesters, and angry and pleasant.
Yep.
Just like as if they were alive. Some just don't realize and acknowledge the fact that they're no longer in their flesh, and they're having a hard time dealing with it. And that's what some of us are there for. Hey, if it helps to go to the light or helps get you rid of that frustration, to speak it and then be able to move on. Cool.
Yeah.
I helped a soul that to move on. Uh, but otherwise, hey, it's it is a thought, and is in all of it is definitely all an experience. For those who have experienced, let's say, being touched, pushed, held down, whatever, shoved real hard, then you know what I mean. You know what people up here on this panel are talking about. You too, Brenda. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
out here in chat, if you've experienced it. It's something that's hard to describe and to, well, when some people ask you, it's hard to describe because they've never been through it. I mean, when you talk to other people who have been through it, it's like this, you can just, yeah, blah 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 blah, and but to try to explain to somebody who's never experienced it, um, wow, to try to find the words is just almost impossible. It truly is.
It is.
Right.
You can explain it to them so they understand it. They just look at you like,
What? Yeah, sure.
I always tell everybody.
You sure you don't want to see a doctor?
My house one night. You'll believe after you spend the night. Come on, Christy, come to my house, girl. You believe. I mean, I know you believe, but you'll have fun here. They're always up to something here. They're either just, they're just doing their thing. They don't come in my bedroom though. Right. That's the one place I say no. No, not in my bedroom. You can stay at the door. Just 2 weeks ago, my son's very best friend died, and he was in my doorway, like peeking back and forth. I'm like, well, see, Brandon, I know it's you. You're the only 6'5" guy I know. So is him. So I mean, just, wow. They're gonna come. They're gonna go. Just no nastiness comes up in my house. I'm good. I've got 3 demons running around. Those are my grandsons. I need no more.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I understand that one completely. Yeah, those are
grandchildren are my demons. That's it.
Yeah, amen.
I got a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 10-year-old. They're not.
Yeah, there you go.
And my son.
There you go.
How are you?
Well, luckily mine are all grown up and
him too.
They got their own lives.
Yeah.
So, but they don't agree with what I do now. But it's okay.
Is there anything that anybody would like to ask Randy or any one of us? Please do feel free to ask Randy some questions. I will put them up there so we can see them.
I thought.
And please do not forget to subscribe to this man. If you're not subscribed to him yet, I promise you he's got some good stories up on his channel. Some good investigations.
Thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome. You know, when you do subscribe to him, tell him that Brenda Hawkins sent you, and he'll know that you came from this chat. So, but if you have any questions for him, please do feel free to ask, because I know we're all open books when it comes to spirits and ghosts and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
So, but anyways, while we're waiting, you have
Life Adventures.
Yeah.
We got him already. Thanks,
okay,
guys.
Miss Doris has a question for you.
Sure.
She says, "Well, Randy, what gifts do you have?"
What gifts? Well, my.
When it comes
I guess
to ghosts,
I have the same thing when it comes to ghosts. I guess I can sense them around. I can hear them. I don't see them, but I hear them as if, like, you know, we're doing this here, like we're talking. I can feel the energy when they're either upset or when or just when it's cold, when the hot spots. I wouldn't say my mother was an actual, how I would put it, as a full-blown empath. I don't think I inherited all those gifts from her, since I was the firstborn. I'm the oldest out of 4. I may, but that's how I can usually feel, you know, those little unsettling things, or just something's very disturbing, more than it's just if somebody just goes in there. I guess my ability, Trent, tells me way after the goosebumps and the cold chills. Way after. I kind of skip those, and I get to the other ones and say, hey, you know what? There's something angry in this room. Let's back up at it for a minute. You know, or I start hearing, I can hear floods of voices, and then it gives me a headache, and then I get dizzy. I start to get sick at my stomach when they're that strong.
Okay, well, you have a ghost in your house.
I hope that answers. I'm sure I do. Like I mean, tell everybody.
I kept seeing the blurriness back there, but Miss Jean sees it too. Or was it Miss Doris?
Oh.
It was somebody that asked me that.
Thank you.
I can't remember now. But I've been seeing the blurriness, like, back and forth. I'm saying, like, maybe it's his camera, but then, you know, there is something hanging out back there, right behind your left shoulder. Looks like it's on the wall.
Yeah, I can see the camera.
Looks like,
okay,
yeah.
So, right there on the very corner edge. Right here, let's see.
There's something there. You can see the blurriness. I can't see a face there as much, but there's also something right up there above that doorway too. I see like something flickering right there.
Yeah. Well, they have a tendency to flicker those lights right up there from time to time to get my attention that they're here. But like I've always told people, I wouldn't doubt it. Like I said, I just, as long as they're behaving and not knocking anything over, or you know, making me feel uneasy or sick or anything like that. Like you said, Jax, they're welcome. Just behave. but thank you for noticing.
Right.
Thank
Randy,
you, and Randy, people in the chat. Thank you.
Okay, Jim's got a question for you. It says, Randy, are paranormal energy or people in a different dimension? I'm gonna tell you, they run on their own time. They run on their own time. I can answer that one.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's pretty much right. Just whenever they feel like it. It's okay. Now he's regarding that towards like for the energy aspect. Is that what basically the question was getting at?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, it's. Well, like I said, you know, you get the static electricity like when the hair stands up. you know, and then or when like you get goosebumps, you get that static electricity that's around your arms. The kind of static electricity that it gets me is like from time to time when it's real, you know how like if you poke your finger in a light socket real quick and it zaps you, but not bad enough to like leave a burn mark or throw you across the room. It's that real quick. Here we go. Like you're rubbing your feet across the carpet, you go touch somebody. That static electricity touch, that real quick pop of electricity. That's what I get. I feel that all over. Right. I feel that all over my body. But when they're that close or when they're that strong. But otherwise, yeah, just pretty much same as everyone else. You know, you get that, you know, the goosebumps, and you know it's cold here, but you take 2 steps and it's back to normal.
I can't hear you. Say.
Oh, did I go out? Okay, hang on a second. Okay, does it sound like now you just went out? Oh dear. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with you. Please stay tuned.
Okay, let's go. Anybody
hear that? Now I can hear you.
Okay, so Flat Rock says, has any of them given a name, age, and where it has lived its life, like in your house?
In my house, I have one video I did for my kitchen. His name his name was Eric. He actually answered my question. He passed away at the senior citizen, senior citizens home, half a block up from where I live, actually, and he died at 73. So yes, I have gotten direct answers from, and I use the Necrophonics app, so which is well, for me, it has proven quite useful on what you're looking for. So, right. But to answer his question, yes, I have given names, ages, and where they were, and I also asked the spirit that responded to my kitchen if he was from another place or not, and he said lived all life, but it was broken in pieces. But I took it as that the man lived here all of his life here in this town where I'm at now.
Right. Okay, so Terry's got one. Says, Randy, have you ever passed by a haunted building and ended up with a headache like I have a few times before?
I have to laugh at this because yes, I have. At the old Woodward Hospital out here in Oklahoma, the town of Woodward. I know the lady who owns it. She will not let nobody go in there and investigate it because the floors are so dangerous. They're so brittle, and all because of well, insurance reasons. But yes, every time I walk past this hospital, I get a raging headache. Every time. I can be in the car and ride by it and just get a headache. Yes. So there is a place that I stay away from.
I get headaches from
and I think that's just because. I'm sorry, what was that, Brenda?
I get headaches when I go out Bigfoot hunting. That gets me sick to my stomach.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I believe that one of the gentlemen you were interviewing the last couple of times said that can happen. It's something like some of us like a sonic wave or something that they put out.
Yeah, the infrared they put out, it causes you to get headaches. Yeah, and I get them every time I go out Bigfoot hunting.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, the paranormal is like that with me. So I guess that's whatever gifts that I got from my mother. I mean, because years ago I learned to turn it off, because it became too much for me. I always thought I was going crazy. I truly did. I thought I was going crazy, but now I understand it a lot better, and I know how to, well, kind of say I know when to turn the volume up or when to turn the volume down, depending on what the distance I want to deal with it.
Sometimes you don't want
Terry.
to.
Yeah, that too. They just You just got to turn it off or ignore it completely. Yeah, because it becomes exhausting.
You have real life. You have real life going around you. Like most of the time, the kids are running around the house, and if Spirit wants my attention, I'm just like, I can't do it all at once. I'm two hands.
Right.
That's all I have.
True.
One mind.
Yes.
If I'm focusing on something, or sometimes I'll just I'll focus and I'll be talking to a spirit, and the grandkids, I can hear them. It sounds like they're through a tunnel. I can hear them, but I always hear them. But sometimes real life, you have to do that first.
Right.
Like.
So that's the way.
And walk
Brenda,
around with a spirit box all day. Walk around listening, but.
True.
Wait, you hear that? What is that? I don't know.
Right. Exactly. And then to answer the question, I guess.
Do that.
Actually, I don't know if I really would want to or not all the time.
I don't know. I mean, I can hear him without the spirit box, so I don't think I want to walk around and with a voice recorder and going, "Hello, anybody? You want to talk?" They talk when they want to talk. Right. They listen when they want to listen, and that's it.
Yeah, but otherwise, Brenda, to answer the one gentleman's question, yeah, I guess I do wind up seeing them because I see the dark shadows move in my hallways. I see the reflection in the television. Like a face sitting behind me. And I know darn good and well there's nobody behind me because there's nobody else in this apartment but me and my dog. And my dog is sitting at my feet. So it freaks me out sometimes to see a little face reflection in my TV screen or I'll be in the living room and I have the kitchen light on, this light on right here. And for some reason, pointed out there in the living room, from where the light shines, there'll be a shadow that walks by. And I'll turn right away and look around and there's nobody over here.
It's there. Like, okay. It happened just when you were in there. Then you go to the kitchen and it happens where you were.
See?
It's like...
See, I tell you guys, I'm not lying. My place is active.
My kitchen's active.
Almost.
My kitchen, a lot happens in my kitchen. But I'm always in the kitchen. So I'm like... some little bang in the bathroom, some little bang in the kitchen. I'm like, y'all do what you got to do. I'm not coming in the kitchen right now. So make it happen. Do your thing. Or at night, things will happen in the kitchen, like the microwave. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just gonna do it.
True. Well, ladies, here's one I had somebody ask me one time. Well, if you got so much activity in your kitchen, why do you go out and go look for more? Because it's not here. I deal with it all day here. I want to go somewhere else and deal with it. I need to change up somewhere,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
and you can't
I know you guys can
from them. If you can hear them and you can see there's no vacation time, there's no timeout time. It's like.
Yeah. Try to put a spirit in timeout, please. If you figure it out, let me know.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
It's like being.
We'll send that information to Brenda. For all the problem you got.
It's a full-time job.
All right, time out. Go, get in the corner. That's it. I've had it up in you.
Just like Brenda. She goes to the woods, she sees Bigfoot. There's no break. Anywhere she goes, she sees Bigfoot. There's no break.
Yeah.
Once you can see it and once you can hear it, it doesn't stop.
Yep.
It doesn't stop.
I wouldn't know, but I've always believed in them, and I've always seen things on shows about them when I was a kid. I know they're out there. I just, and it fascinates me to read about them. To see casts made from the footprints. That throws me to death. But Brenda, I will say you have more nerve than I do to go out and go see if you can catch one on camera. I would go with you, but I'd be behind all of you going, I'll be the first to run.
You don't never run from a Bigfoot. You don't run from a Bigfoot.
No, I know. I've been learning from your shows. Yeah, don't run, but
I'm gonna be there next year.
I'm just saying, I'll be the first to run.
Right?
Brenda's taking me out. So I'm gonna go Bigfoot hunt with Brenda. I'm gonna go ghost hunt with Billy. So I'm gonna have to have it have. Unless we go to the place with Bigfoot and ghost at the same time. then we're good.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
So we're saving up for next year to come out there. So that should be fun.
Hey, awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, you know, if you guys are ever out in this area, you know where the Oklahoma State bends along Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Where Oklahoma bends in that real skinny part of Oklahoma? Well, at that bend, right there, that's northwest Oklahoma area. I live right at that bend.
Damn.
So I'm in that area. So if you guys are ever out here, let me, hit me up, and I'd love to go out with you guys. I think it'd be awesome.
Well, my mom lives in Texas,
Bigfoot hunting
so see her.
Ghost hunting.
So my mom lives in Texas,
but still,
so not far from that you are. She lives in Fort Worth, so.
All right, I think I'm getting ready to shut this down. So, all
right, Brenda.
When I get up that 2 hour mark, my stuff starts being stupid. So I try not to get, too close to the 2 hour mark. Sometimes it does happen, and I go through a lot of in and outs. But
yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much for being up here, Randy. I mean, seriously.
Oh, well, Brenda, that's awesome. Thank you for having me. This is an honor and a blessing for me. I thank you very, very so much.
It was fun.
Oh, yes, it was fun. I had a blast. Thank you. And it's funny to put a face to a name, Jax. It's funny to put a face to a name. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
That's my girl right there. That's my girl.
People there you go. They're like, wait, is that really you? I'm like, yeah, it's really me. Don't Jax.
All right. Well, see, I was going to grab my sunglasses and start with my sunglasses on going, yes, I am the person that you see on her starting her video. So
now we know
I'd leave that alone.
It would have been okay,
Randy. Cool. Well, good. Well, Brenda, thank you very much. My dear friend, please say hello to your husband. You guys are awesome. I watched the last 2 videos you put out. I loved them, especially when you got that face in the blanket. That almost knocked me off my couch.
That truck was awesome too. Did you see the truck on the blanket too? That was awesome.
But the face was more impressive. That was. I loved it, and everything you got over the spirit box. Everything you got over the spirit box was just, flabbergasted. I had to play it back a couple times and go, wow, just wow. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and let you close your show out. And again, thank you for everybody in chat. Please stop by and visit my channel if you like. Subscribe to it. I got things on there for everybody. Right on, guys. Brenda, thank you.
Bye.
Love you, my friend. Love you guys. Love you, everybody. Thanks for having me. Oh, and also, Brenda, it's going to be nice because now we have talked this way. Now you know a little bit more about me, and it's going to be a lot easier.
True. That's true. Maybe next time we have you up here, you won't be as nervous.
Ladies? That's right. That's right. All right, ladies, you have a good night. And thanks again.
You too. Bye, Randy.
All right. Be safe.
Bye.
Be good. Peace, y'all. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so anyways, that was an awesome interview. Guys, thank you so much, everybody. Right. Thank you, everybody that came in the chat. If you are not subbed to Randy, and one thing I do want to throw out there, if you're not subbed to Jax's Haunted Chit Chats. She is my co-host. She also has videos up there. We got to get this girl up to 200. She's been sitting at like 100 and something for a while. We got to get her up to 200.
I don't even know what I'm at now. I'll stop looking.
But again, thank you everybody that was up here. Thank you so much, Miss Jean, Flat Rock, Miss Doris, everybody that came up here tonight with me, and Jax and Randy. It was so much. Terry, let's see who else. Ron, Sandra.
Yeah, Ron, Troublemaker, Christy.
Christy was up here. Everybody. Thank you so much. And next week where I'm going to be doing an interview with Cryptic Cryptids. She is a Bigfoot hunter.
That'll be fun.
That one's going to be awesome too. I'm looking forward to hers. That is going to be very awesome.
Your jam right there, Brenda. That's your jam.
That's
right
there. Another female. Hey, mama. You're getting on when I'm getting ready to get off. Sorry you missed me, but you could go back and watch. Love everybody. Everybody stay safe. And remember, since we did the ghost tonight, happy haunts and watch out for them Bigfoot. Much love, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Bye.